All right, we are back. We are coming off of a narrow victory over number 20 Cincinnati at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. But we got the win, and we moved to 1-0 in 2025. Let's advance the week and see how recruiting went. We got the 5-star strong safety decided we weren't good enough for him, as did another guy. Stadium atmosphere went up for some reason. Players at risk of transferring is Bonner and Van Poppel. Interesting. All right, Big Ten defensive player of the week, Mekhi Bayer, 1 sack, 3 tackles. Not super impressive, but we'll take it. Protecting home turf. The Cornhuskers prepare for a contest against the Zips at Memorial Stadium. Top stories: stunned. Despite NC State being the favorite, they couldn't fend off East Carolina on their own turf, falling 22-17. Party in Birmingham. UAB pulls a stunner at home against heavily favored Miami. That's a big win for UAB. Top 25 showdown. How far will Ohio State slide in the rankings after losing to number 11 Texas? And better be ready. Coach Anthony Bates and the Bearcats are preparing for their top 25 matchup against Rutgers on the road. So Cincinnati, after playing us, they didn't fall out of the rankings. They now play number 11 Rutgers. Rutgers right behind us in the rankings. Let's look at the recruiting. We had a couple guys decide they did not want to be a Cornhusker. Let's see if we can schedule any visits. Still no. Wait. Yeah, still no. All right, fair enough. We'll remove Mo Young. And we will remove Smelly. We didn't want Smelly anyway. All right, not much to do there. Let's go to scores from last week. In week 1, in the ACC, South Carolina narrowly defeated Virginia Tech. Louisville beat Arkansas. Coastal Carolina beat Virginia. East Carolina, we saw upset NC State. Wake Forest beat Kennesaw State. Bowling Green narrowly defeats Stanford, who's now 0-2. SMU beats Air Force. Alabama beats Florida State. Syracuse beats up on Tennessee. This game is not a big fan of Tennessee, it doesn't seem like. Duke beats Vanderbilt. Cal beats Oregon State pretty easily. Georgia Tech beats Colorado. North Texas beats Pittsburgh. UAB upset Miami. Notre Dame loses to Boston College in that rivalry game. LSU barely beats Clemson. And TCU barely beats North Carolina. In the American, Boise State beats South Florida. East Carolina beat NC State. We saw that. Marshall beats Army. Florida Atlantic beat Maryland. Temple beat UMass. Northwestern beat Tulane. Texas A&M beat Texas San Antonio. Memphis beat West Virginia. Tulsa beat an FCS school. Louisiana beat Rice. North Texas beat Pittsburgh. UAB beat Miami. Charlotte beat Appalachian State. Big 12, Baylor beat Auburn. Missouri beat Iowa State. Arizona State beat Jacksonville State. We barely beat Cincinnati. They're up to 7th now, it looks like. Memphis beat West Virginia. Georgia Tech beat Colorado. Kansas State beat Central Florida. BYU beat James Madison. TCU beat North Carolina by a point. Utah beat an FCS school 79-10. Arizona beats Hawaii. In the Big Ten, Oregon beat Florida. Minnesota beat Buffalo. Purdue beat Ball State. Florida Atlantic beat Maryland. Miami of Ohio beat Wisconsin. Penn State beat Nevada. Michigan beat New Mexico. Rutgers beat Ohio by 2. They're ranked 11th. Texas beat Ohio State. Old Dominion beat Indiana. Michigan State beat Western Michigan. Northwestern beat Tulane. We beat Cincinnati by a point. USC beat Ole Miss. That's a big win for the Trojans, although looks like Ole Miss isn't ranked. Illinois beat UConn. Washington beat Colorado State. Georgia beat UCLA by a touchdown. Conference USA, Wake Forest beat Kennesaw State. Western Kentucky beat an FCS school. Kent State beat Louisiana Tech by a field goal. Arizona State beat Jacksonville State. New Mexico State barely beats an FCS school. Middle Tennessee beats Louisiana Monroe. Sam Houston beats Northern Illinois. And Utah State beats UTEP. Independence, Illinois beat UConn. And Boston College beat Notre Dame. In the MAC, Minnesota beat Buffalo. Purdue beat Ball State. Texas State beat Eastern Michigan. Miami of Ohio beat Wisconsin. It's a big win for the MAC in an otherwise rough week, it looked like. Rutgers beat Ohio. Temple beat UMass. Michigan State beat Western Michigan. Akron beat Wyoming. Kent State beat Louisiana Tech. Bowling Green beat Stanford. Toledo beat Kentucky. That's a nice win for the MAC. San Jose State beats Central Michigan. Sam Houston beats Northern Illinois. Mountain West, Penn State beat Nevada. Michigan beat New Mexico. Akron beat Wyoming. SMU beat Air Force. San Jose State beat Central Michigan. UNLV blanked an FCS school. Arizona beat Hawaii. Pac-12, we got Boise State over South Florida. San Diego State over an FCS school. Cal over Oregon State. Washington over Colorado State. Fresno State beat Georgia Southern. South Alabama beat Washington State. And Utah State beat UTEP. The SEC, South Carolina beats Virginia Tech by a field goal. Louisville beats Arkansas. Oregon beats Florida. It's been a rough week for the SEC. Southern Miss beat Mississippi State. Texas beat Ohio State. It's one good win for the SEC. Baylor beats Auburn. Missouri beats Iowa State. USC beats Ole Miss. Texas A&M beats Texas San Antonio. Alabama barely beats Florida State. Syracuse beat Tennessee. Toledo beat Kentucky. Duke beat Vanderbilt. LSU barely beat Clemson. Oklahoma messed up an FCS school. Georgia beats UCLA by a touchdown. Finally, in the Sun Belt, Troy beat an FCS school. Coastal Carolina beat Virginia. Texas State beat Eastern Michigan. Marshall beat Army. Southern Miss beat Mississippi State. Old Dominion beat Indiana. Arkansas State barely beats an FCS school. Middle Tennessee beats Louisiana Monroe by a field goal. BYU beats James Madison. Louisiana beats Rice. Georgia Southern lost to Fresno State. South Alabama beat Washington State. Georgia State beat an FCS school. And Charlotte beat Appalachian State by 2. That is it for the scores from last week. The updated top 25. We are now 7th. The AP poll goes Michigan, Texas, Georgia, Penn State, Oregon, Utah, Nebraska, Kansas, Ohio State, Louisville, Rutgers, LSU, Miami, Alabama, Virginia Tech, Clemson, SMU, Liberty, NC State, Boise State, Cal, Florida State, Cincinnati, Missouri, Oklahoma. Others receiving votes are Texas Tech, Florida, USC, UAB, Wisconsin, East Carolina, Arkansas, Houston, and Tulane. And in the coaches poll, we're 5th. It's not bad. It goes Texas, Michigan, Georgia, Penn State, Nebraska, Utah, Oregon, Kansas, Ohio State, Louisville, LSU, Rutgers, Miami, Alabama, Virginia Tech, NC State, SMU, Cal, Florida State, Boise State, Clemson, Liberty, Oklahoma, Missouri, Cincinnati. And others receiving votes, USC, Florida, UAB, Arkansas, Texas Tech, Wisconsin, East Carolina, Western Kentucky, and Fresno State. Now, moving on to conference standings. This will be quick. Not many conference games will have been played. Let's see if any have been. Kansas State is 1-0. Who did they beat? I forget already. They beat Central Florida. Otherwise, I don't think any conference games have been played. No. All right. That was quick. Players of the week. Nationally, it was Cincinnati's Dante Corleone against us, and Utah's Tayshaun Lyons. For the ACC, it was Georgia Tech's Kyle Efford and Clemson's Antonio Williams. In the American, it was East Carolina's CJ Mims and North Texas's Talon Shetron. The Big 12, it was Cincinnati's Dante Corleone and Utah's Tayshaun Lyons. Big 10, it was Nebraska's Mekhi Bayer and Minnesota's Dylan Whitkey. Comets USA, it was Louisiana Tech's Adam Lamar and New Mexico State's Keandre Woodbury. For the Independents, it was UConn's Philip Lee and Notre Dame's Steve Angeli. The MAC, it was Eastern Michigan's Messiah Blair and Western Michigan's Devon Mortimer. Mountain West, it was San Jose State's Byron Hurst and Wyoming's Chris Durr Jr. Pac-12, it was Utah State's Seni Tuiaki and San Diego State's Philippe Wesley. SEC, it was Texas A&M's Gabriel Brownlow Dindy and Oklahoma's Jackson Arnold. Sunbelt, it was Georgia Southern's Devin Collier and Troy's Damian Taylor. Heisman Watch. We've got Connor Wegman from Texas A&M, Omarion Hampton from North Carolina, Dylan Edwards from Kansas State, Jam Miller from Alabama, and Noah Fafita from Arizona. I don't think that's changed at all. As far as everything else, I don't think we're going to look at stats until like mid-season. We won't look at national leaders for a while, so we are ready for our game. Now this is Akron, and again, I don't think the skill level matters anymore when you're letting the computer run all the plays, but we are on varsity since they are not ranked. Let's go ahead and play Akron. The Zips from the MAC coming to Lincoln to face off with the number 7 Cornhuskers. Hopefully we can go to 2-0. That would be not great if we lost to these guys. Let's see if we can avoid that upset. Here we go.
Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, home of the Cornhuskers and home to some of the most loyal fans in the sport, where, once again, Memorial Stadium will be sold out. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Akron Zips, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Zips will put total weather to crank us up. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers offense will get the first crack at it here. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Fires into traffic, picked off. Looking for more room.
Dylan, what the hell? Threw it right to him.
Run it all the way back. Touchdown, Zips.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Reacted well to the
Dylan, what the hell are you doing, buddy?
The football instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Okay, that's better. We'll take that.
Husker. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Getting set for the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. So Akron's offense will get the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key to their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through.
And they got him for the sack.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack, though.
The first down sack pushes the ball back to this long 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Bullock. Extending the play. At midfield, he's got room.
All right, this doesn't seem to be the same defense that we had last year. We gotta get our stuff together.
Headed quickly to the line.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. They'll run play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
What a fantastic play there from the linebacker position. When you think about guys like Trev Alberts, Levante David, some of the Nebraska greats playing the linebacker spot, those guys were able to run. And because of that, they can get to the quarterback when blitzing. This guy with his speed is a guy that they need to deploy time and time again, getting after the quarterback. He's got some wheels.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. To the air. It's Raiola. Gets it out quickly. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, the defense needs to find a way to slow this guy down. We're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has over 100 yards receiving. They have got to find an answer for him.
The Huskers with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Running to the left. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Huskers will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. To the air, it's Bullock getting some heat. Looking deep. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Zips decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner is stopped. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job.
He'll take a shot. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
So we're just scoring by heaving it deep to Jalen Lloyd, basically. Jalen's having a good day. We finally have the lead against Akron.
I'm running by a guy. I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch. He does it in a big moment here in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Dropping back, it's Bullock. Working that left side now. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Turns it on in midfield. Nothing but green ahead.
Oh, defense, what are you doing? You're letting me down.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And we can't run the ball on them, but they're running it plenty easy on us, it looks like.
Power ahead. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
In that situation, on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
The Zips in the hurry up. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Quarterback moving. Short gain on the play before he slides.
All right, hold him to a field goal at least.
Tries to scramble, tries to make something happen. Nice job by the defense getting him to the ground. Down by more than a field goal. Interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Alabama has a lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over ULM. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on
Man, our run game is horrible.
off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to pass, it's Raiola.
We look terrible today.
To throw it away on 3rd down.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job.
A number 20 looks to be a new player, and he's playing pretty well. I like him.
So they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They've got the screen set
Oh,
up.
good job by Bayer getting off that block and making a stop.
But they didn't get the first down, and you're obviously trying to get the first down, but you try to slip in those screens occasionally on 3rd down. I like when you slip them in there trying to make a big play, catch the defense maybe being a little aggressive.
It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll leave it with him. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Grab near the marker. It's Fedone. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays.
8 carries for 8 yards for the guy who had 1,500 yards last year.
Not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball.
Jesus, another horrible throw by Dillon. I don't know what he's looking at. He just throws it right to the defense. Man, he had 5 interceptions all last year. He's thrown 2 in this game now. He had that fumble in game 1. Rough start for turnovers for Dillon in 2025.
He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Same guy has both picks. Just runs right by Fedone.
The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown in their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Bullock. He's got his man. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Underheat, and he gets rid of it.
Attaboy, Butler.
The offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range. You're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man. Everybody on an island. Everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up for it.
All right, now that Akron is within a point in the 2nd quarter, let's see if our offense can get their heads out of their asses and do something other than just long bombs to Jalen Lloyd.
I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Good Lord, why can we not run the ball?
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Fires left. And they can't complete the pass on
God, we're terrible.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Surprisingly,
that was on me. That was a terrible punt by me.
Outside the 40-yard line. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Going up top on 1st down.
They're like Within a millisecond, he's throwing the ball to a wide open guy. This is like a computer scripted upset here.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here.
All right, held him to another field goal. Oh, they're punting it? Oh, I don't believe this. Not safe.
And the Zips will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight.
They actually kicked it. Wow. It's good call. Went out at like the 4. All right, can we get any rushing yards? Good Lord.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
They feed him again. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Cornhuskers will keep this drive going.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D.
Well, that should be 6 with Barney. No, they caught him. Wow.
And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. It'll be a draw.
God, he just runs into the back of his own guy and just keeps trying it.
How about the defender?
Man, they made him terrible this year for some reason.
Missile. He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A 3rd and long coming up here. Back to pass, it's Raiola.
Gets tapped, so the throw's completely off. All right, computer, go ahead and try to kick this field.
Well, on 3rd and short.
Send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the
nice. Attaboy, Tristan. All right, 17-13 against Akron. And they're about to get the ball. They could take the lead before halftime. Ugh, this game is ugly.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Fires to the right. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's caught downfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. He's going to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision.
Man, that guy just juked the hell out of me. Jeez, these guys look better than us.
On the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. Throwing right. Nice defensive.
What was number one doing? He was just like spazzing.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. So the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Third down play from the gun. Fires to the wideout.
Wait. I mean, he dropped it, so it works. But our defender just like waiting for the ball to get there and then trying to knock it out. So it worked out. Be up 17. We missed a field goal. 17-13. Well, we could get a field goal before halftime. Let's see how we do here.
And it is still a 4-point deficit. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this
Jalen strikes again. Our whole offense this year is going to be chucking the ball up to Jalen Lloyd. Barely.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Catch in the middle. It's Golden. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Quarterback strolling away from heat.
Hey, we got him. That's actually our 4th sack. It's not bad.
Points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to pass. It's Bullock. Feeling some heat. How about this defense making a statement to end the half?
All right, I don't know why we call timeout. It's gonna be pointless, but maybe we get a pick 6 or something here.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. And as time runs out here in the second,
we're gonna try to get a punt return here.
To make this deficit any bigger, so they'll take the knee and head to the half. The Zips will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes a move.
I mean, Jalen is our punt returner, so I had to give it a shot.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very interesting first 2 quarters in Lincoln. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wreck.
That's a decent first half for Jalen Lloyd there.
Everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, back to the Sea of Red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Cornhuskers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And the Zips are in the hurry-up.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right spot. Nice job.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Bullock. It's complete to the right. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. From the gun on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
There we go. We get our first turnover of the day.
He'll try to take it back.
There we go. All right, let's establish some order, get some breathing room on these guys. Get out of here with a win.
So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
See if we can get any rushing yards against mighty Akron here.
A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys.
The rush defense is for real.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
The play action fake. He fires one deep down the right side. And this is
Had the other guy wide open.
Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6.
Oh boy, and we're punting against Akron again. Very disappointing performance by my Huskers here. Number 7 in one poll. Are we number 5 in the other poll? We're struggling against Akron.
On the return, it's Golden. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down. The Zips want to move quickly. Wants to throw. It's Bullock. Fires to the big fella. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to pass on second down. Wide open downfield. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Zips have their offense in high gear. Trying to find his man on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
There's a very high standard and a high bar when you're playing defense at Nebraska. You always hear people talk about the black shirts. Well, this guy right here, he fits into that because of his speed. You saw on that blitz, they had no shot of blocking him. He's able to get home to the quarterback to come up with a massive sack.
So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Gives it to the back on the draw. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt.
All right, a one-possession game. We need some points here. It's getting far too close for my liking.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space.
All right, watch me get stuffed trying to run the ball.
Team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Just wondering where he was going at first, but it turned into a 7-yard run, so we'll take it. 15 carries for 28 yards. Wow.
Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
He's got it again. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success.
There we go. Hey, Dante, where are you going? All right. We'll take it. We'll take it. Finally some decent yards.
Here before the defense finally makes the stop. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50.
Third and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job.
Oh, wow, he held on to it. Good job, Malachi.
Picking up not only the 1, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game. You saw a great example of that.
We're starting to run the ball.
Enough for the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball, and
He's brought down after a nice game.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their
Up to 77 yards now.
The push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
and you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola.
Jalen Lloyd with his 4th receiving touchdown of the day. Jalen Lloyd for Heisman, baby.
Right now with this performance, he's turning in.
And man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like habit, and what? Which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Norton.
Damn it.
A quick tackle made, but he's got ready.
Maybe zone's the way to go against these guys.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
They'll go back to the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. With the catch, it's Golden. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And they're actually going to kick this? Okay.
Punt it away.
And, punt safe, just to be sure. But no, they kicked it.
Fair catch, called for and made. This should be the last play of the quarter. Here's the handoff. There to make the tackle.
And now we're starting to run the ball a little bit on them.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Shakes off the defender. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. He makes the connection. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Now on 3rd down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? They'll try to bully their way for the first. At the 35, he's loose. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. And you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just
fires toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much.
I just see runs straight to the sideline.
This dude is having.
It's frustrating.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day, but finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that.
Well, that wasn't a great last couple plays, but we'll go for the field goal. Alvano's already made a long field.
Good job by the defense. They're mixing up their look.
Let's give it another shot.
In field goal. Zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Oh, and he missed it. No good.
Damn, didn't work out that time. That's all right. Come on, defense.
31, Akron, 16.
Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Dropping back, it's Bullock. Got him downfield.
Damn it. Oh, God. So, Akron's hanging right with us, of course. I swear, whenever I run blitz, they pass. Well, I assume the blitzes will work better on runs, and they do, but whenever I pick a blitz, they pass. Whenever I don't, they run.
Make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all
We have to survive Akron here. It's just too good for us.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Louisiana has just had no answer for the onslaught they faced today. A crucial game for this team, and they did not answer the bell. They're trailing by 14 to Old Dominion. for now, it's back to you fellas. But, of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. And he really needed to hold.
Malachi is not having a great start to the year.
3rd down is coming.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Coming after it.
He just holds the ball so long. Akron just way too good for us.
The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. He's looking to throw it. A little screen to the running back.
Lord, they're kicking my ass.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer.
Anybody going to be near him? No, guess not.
That's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
The Zips moving quickly to the line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Unloads to the right.
Good Lord, our defense is just huge patches of the field we leave completely unguarded. It's not a very great defense this year, apparently.
Trying to punch it in. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Looking downfield, it's Bullock. And he's
oh, God. Let's survive another game. Last week, at least Cincinnati was ranked. This week, we're at home against Akron, and they're about to tie it up in the 4th quarter. We look pretty overrated right now.
And defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
After the score, they need this 2-point conversion to tie. They'll go to the air.
There we go, defense. Stepped up. And it mattered now. They're not going to onside, are they? I think it's too early to onside.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now.
Alante, what are you doing? Just juking no one.
So you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Fires to the right. How about that?
Maybe wait more than a millisecond before you throw the ball to the covered guy.
It's easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays.
Wide open. Come on, Jalen. Go one more time. Damn it. Jalen with like 400 yards of receiving now.
Exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
He has 249 yards of receiving. He's like an entire offense, basically.
The Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that
frustrating game.
Reserve time for their offense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll try the run. They bring him down.
My God. You need like 3 guys before we get to the line of scrimmage.
Timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They line up with some serious work to do.
Dodgers making a comeback on the Mets in baseball right now.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down.
Oh, my God. Great block in 28. Way to go. Great snap, by the way, too. Jesus, our entire team is imploding.
Could be a costly play. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. He'll call for the fair catch here.
So they can win the game here. It's ridiculous that Akron has given us this much trouble. But here we are.
They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be.
Oh, God, here he goes for 30 yards. All right. You know this is exactly the type of game, the video game will completely script them winning this game. They will get at least a field goal here, and then I'll probably throw a pick on the following possession. Wide open. Yep.
To allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Let's do man. Screw it. Nothing else is working.
For the first down, they'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on 1st down.
He just waits behind him until he catches the ball, and then he tackles him. Go in front of him, pick it off.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Trying to get to it.
What the hell was that? 3? Like, did something with his left hand as the ball's coming in on the right side. God, nothing is working, so it doesn't matter what I pick, clearly.
Get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. 2nd down coming up. Looking for a man. It's Bullock. Got the back over the middle.
We gotta start calling timeouts here.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this.
See what they do on this play. 3rd down. If they convert, we gotta start calling timeouts.
From the gun, wants to pass.
Okay, so they're gonna. No, they're going for it. Holy shit. Okay. God, this is the play of the game right here, boys. We need to stop.
Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense.
Oh, they're going for it. Come on, 29. Yeah! Attaboy. Attaboy. Holy shit, this game was terrifying. We are going to survive Akron by 2 points. Overrated. We need to regroup and get our shit together, clearly. We've won 2 games by a total of 3 points. DVR, baby. But the win's a win. 6 catches, 249 yards, 4 touchdowns for Jalen Lloyd. Thank God for Jalen Lloyd. Entire offense could not run the ball. We ran the ball for like 1 drive, and the rest of the game we couldn't do anything against Akron. We got like, what was it, 3 long touchdowns to Jalen, then 1 short one. Our entire offense, Jalen Lloyd. We survive the Zips. Take a look at the stats. So we actually had more. No, they had more first downs. We had 8 more yards. We go 442 yards of offense to Akron. Firing our defensive coordinator immediately. Rushing. How many rushing yards? We have 101 rushing yards. They outrushed us. We barely threw for more yards. We had the 2 picks. They had 1 pick. Just a very disappointing effort from our boys here. Dylan was 13 of 27, under 50% completion percentage. 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. Their quarterback was 29 of 46 for 338 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Their running back had 14 carries for 97 yards. With all the sacks we had, it's crazy that their quarterback had positive yards. He did run on us quite a bit. Dowdell actually finished over 100 yards, surprisingly. It's basically all on 1 drive. 30 carries, 114 yards. Jalen Lloyd, just MVP, obviously, making a push for Heisman. 6 catches, 249 yards, 4 touchdowns. Malachi, only 2 catches for 23 yards. Barney had 3 for 55. Their leading receiver, Norton, had 7 catches. Golden had 93 yards. His blocking. There's defensive stats. 13 tackles for Bayer. 4 tackles for loss. Buford had our pick. Oh. Did Mets just get a triple play? Wow. 9 tackles for Roach. Their kicker was 3 or 4 with a long of 46. Tristan was 1 or 2. He did have a 52-yarder, then he missed a 52-yarder. Mets got a double play. Thought it was a triple play at first. Punting, we averaged 35.5, but we got our kicker in there punting because I didn't recruit a punter last year because I'm a genius. Akron averaged 27 yards per punt, so neither punter had stellar days. Kick return, they didn't have a kick return. We had 4 for 68 for Barney. Punt return, 2 for 9 for Jalen. 2 for 15 for them. So yeah, look at this. So it was pick 6 to start off the game. That showed you it was going to be a long day. 7-0 Akron. And a long bomb to Jalen Lloyd. Another long bomb to Jalen Lloyd. 14-7 at the end of the first quarter. They get a couple field goals, make it 14-13. We get the long field goal, make it 17-13. Another long bomb to Jalen Lloyd, make it 24-13 at halftime. They get a field goal, make it 24-16. We look like we're in control, 31-16 at the end of the third quarter. Then a 60-yard touchdown, 31-23, right? Yeah, and then they got the touchdown with the failed 2-point conversion, 31-29. We survive against Akron. We need a long week of practice. Get these boys, get their head out of their asses. Because there's no reason we should barely survive against Akron. But it's a win. We moved to 2-0. Looking at our coach stats now in year 2. This just should, 12-3 overall. They're 2-1 versus the rivals, 2-1 against the top 25. We won our bowl game. But yeah, we definitely need to step it up a little bit. Our next game will be, I think we get a bye week. And we need it. We got the USC Trojans in Lincoln. Kickoff Big Ten play in 2 weeks. So that will be the next stream. Until then, signing out from the Nebraska Cornhuskers Dynasty.